Hello everyone, the 316 here with another Morphin Monday Lightning Collection review on a brand new cell phone. I did get a new phone, new camera, and look at this. Whoa, 60 frames per second. I gotta keep these videos short so they don't take up all of my storage. Anyway, it's been a while since we've done a Lightning Collection video. Here I have the In Space Psycho Ranger 5-pack. This was originally an Amazon exclusive box set, retailing for $100. And as you can see, I got mine at a toy show for $180. I am so glad I was able to get it for a nowadays relatively decent price. These go for quite a bit on Amazon. But before we get into the figures, I want to show you off the box. Obviously, it says, Power Rangers Lightning Collection there. You got all five and the three exclusive ones in the box. Nothing much on the top. It does say Power Rangers in Space over there. Nothing on the sides. Yep, nothing to see there. On the bottom, you get the barcode. This is a big box. I don't know how I'm going to open this. On the back, you can see all five of the Psycho Rangers included. What's really cool about this box set, if I can get it into that way, it actually comes with a little read up on the Psycho Rangers there. I'll go ahead and read that for you. Created by Astronema to defeat the Space Rangers, the Psycho Rangers are the evil, violent counterparts of the Power Rangers. Each Psycho Ranger absorbed the brainwaves of the same colored Space Ranger, becoming a perfect adversary and deadly opponent. I'm definitely going to keep the box because you also get to see what they look like just assembled like this. This was back during the time before the plastic-free packaging, but if all of the plastic-free packaging figures were packaged like this, I'd have no problem with the plastic-free packaging. Obviously from the left you got black, yellow, red, blue, and pink. Of course, those three being the exclusives. But anyway, let me go ahead and get all five of these guys out of the box. Now that they're out of the package, we can take a look more closely at both the figures and accessories. Let's go ahead and start off from left to right with Psycho Black's accessories. So Psycho Black, like the other Psycho Male Rangers, comes with a left-fisted hand. Two gripping hands are on all of the figures. And he also comes with this effect piece, which I believe came with Psycho Silver. I know it came with another figure, but for a while this was exclusive to this figure. And of course, you can just stick it on. Mine has like a weird cut in it. Like, it's kind of hard to see that, but you see what I mean? It's got a weird cut in it. It's angled. I'm not a fan of that. That looks a bit odd, but that's Psycho Black's accessories. Besides the Psycho Staff. At least I'm pretty sure it's called the Psycho Staff. This is pretty cool, and I will go ahead and show that off once we look more up close at the figure. Psycho Yellow, I believe that this is an exclusive hand piece to Psycho Yellow and Pink. Let me compare them. Yep, Psycho Yellow and Psycho Pink both have the same exact effect piece here. Looks pretty cool. I believe that is exclusive to them, as I said. They also come with a left-fisted hand as well. No right-fisted hands, but I'd rather have the Psycho Ranger effect piece hands. Those are much cooler. And then Psycho Red and Blue come with the same effect pieces that their 2-pack and single release counterparts come with. And you already saw the fisted hands that come with Psycho Black. Accessories, or rather weapons wise, you saw Psycho Black's staff, throw that in the frame. Psycho Yellow comes with a one of those axe effect pieces, but she also comes with her Psycho slingshot, I think. I do like how this looks, but I don't see how this would actually work with this particular weapon. You can kind of you can stick that in there. This this doesn't really work. I believe this same effect piece came with Psycho Blue, but you get the Psycho slingshot. I don't know the proper name of this. Psycho Red also comes with the Psycho sword, same as the other one. Looks pretty good, and it comes with this nice red effect piece we've seen a few times. I want to say we've seen it on Goldar. I know I've seen it in this color somewhere. It wasn't Leo. Leo came with a different one. And of course the uh, wrist guard, hand guard, that does freely move. So you can put it on however you like. And that effect piece just slides on pretty easily. Show that on him later. We get the Psycho Axe, again, same thing as the single release version. They don't think they're painted any differently. And then Psycho Pink, lastly, comes with the Psycho Bow and the uh, arrow in translucent pink effect piece. I do like that, and of course, you can have her do that. I Yeah, I see. There is a clip on the side, and you can kind of stick it on there. I think it's designed to stick on like that. Like it's already fired from the bow. I don't know which way the bow goes. I'm pretty sure it's this way, because like if you're firing a bow, you're holding it with your left hand, and then or right hand. But yeah, you would do something like that. But let me go ahead and put the accessories in the figures. So starting with Psycho Black, stick that in his hand. I know it's a staff, but he's gonna one-hand it for right now. Come on. Oh, there's a paint scratch. That's that might not be a paint scratch. That might just be misapplied paint. But there's Psycho Black with his staff. I had a feeling one of them would fall over at some point during this video review. If you've gotten this far in the video, I want you to put Psycho Black in quotes in the comments. There's her with that slingshot thing. Then we got Red with his sword. Oh, his hand is stiff. Psycho Black's hand wasn't stiff. Just peel it a little. I mean, to be fair, these figures are like 5 years old, I think. Like this came out in 2020. Get in there, Psycho Bed. Come on. All right, he's going off camera. You know it's real. There we go. He's got his Psycho sword in hand. Trying to get Psycho Blue here. Ooh, it's all right. I see the effect piece. There we go. And then the Psycho Axe. And just shove it in there. I got a spare axe. If the paint rubs, I can deal with it. Yeah, I know. I paid almost $200 for this set. I don't care about paint rub. I probably should. So left, trying to see. Her hand opens up pretty easily, and then you can have her hold the bow with the string, like so, something like that. They have the single jointed arms back when they were doing that. And stick that on. Maybe it does go the other way. Might have this upside down. I mean, either way, it looks pretty good. I should have looked at the reference photos. Oh, I see what this is. So it could go either way. You get the pink up top there with the gold, and you get the pink up top there with the gold. So even if I flipped it upside down, the only thing that would change is the placement of that effect piece, which I'm okay with leaving it there, but I know it's going to bother some people, so let me flip that real quick. Sorry if you got like, OCD, ADHD, or anything like that, but I I just want to properly show it off. There we go. Stick that back in there. I mean, really, you can stick it anywhere on the effect piece, but it seems destined to fit there. Trying to get that in a proper pose does not look right. She's going to fall over too. But there you go. There's the Psycho Rangers with all their weapons. They look pretty good. And since I got pink in hand, let me start off with pink. And you know what? I'll grab yellow too, since they're both completely exclusive to this set. Really, the only reason you would need to get this set, it comes with all 5 Psycho Rangers minus green or silver, but the ones from the TV show that were the villains proper. Psycho Green, of course, being a exclusive to Hasbro Pulse. Got him for like 80 bucks, I think. No, 60. Pretty sure it was 60. But these two are completely new sculpts, at least back then, 5 years ago. But they look great. The I think the helmets are the exact same size as the men's. Uh, Man, that's tough to tell. I'm pretty sure these are the exact same like helmets, but yeah, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that these are the exact same molds. If they're not, they're pretty damn close. Maybe the female head's more rounded, but it might just be the color. Yeah, these are the same head sculpts. But yeah, yellow and pink, they look pretty good. Articulation wise, like I said, they have the single jointed uh, elbow there, and it does rotate as well. But yeah, it is nice that we got two completely new sculpts. I do wish that we got pink in a two-pack with Astronema, because they did eventually give us Crone. But since the line's dead now, what's the point, right? Is it just me, or did they use the same hip pieces? Get blue again. Did they use the same hip piece? Nope, that hip piece is differently different. The hip pieces look very similar, but they're very different. This one has more of like a leathery texture to it, whereas that one's not as leathery textured. Of the two female psychos, which one's your favorite? This one's more evil, like we can all agree on that, but I kind of like the yellow one. I just think the yellow really pops, it stands out, the paint's good, nice and crisp, no QC issues from what I can tell. I mean, maybe some overspray, but that can easily be fixed if I were to customize it. But yeah, looks pretty good. I like how both of these two turned out. And then stick them back into places. We'll go over black then. If I could get, I really need to get a new cutting board. I like to do arts and crafts from time to time, and also it kind of helps with like scaling. Like it gives you guys a better idea how big something is because each of these blocks is an inch, but it's not flat. Like I could push down on this and it wouldn't be good. But yeah, here's Psycho Black with the Psycho Staff, and I like this. He's going on the shelf like this. This is not leaving his hand. But it is a complete reuse of the red and the blue body mold, which is fine. There's nothing unique about the Psycho Rangers besides their weapons and maybe their hand effect pieces. His is like that. But his neck here is outlined in gold. I don't believe they painted. Oh, now that I'm looking at it, I do believe they painted this because that has a bit more of a rubbery texture. I don't know. They may not have painted that like bat wing looking piece, but if they did, I couldn't tell. Like it might be painted, it might not be. But yeah, he's got the gold collar. He is missing. I think that he had like some white paint on this little piece on the visor just to make it stand out more. But yeah, his helmet looks pretty cool. I don't think they painted that at all. That one I'm almost certain they didn't paint, which is fine. I got no problem with that. Honestly, this is a pretty easy figure for them to produce. They already have all the molds for it, and just swap out the weapon for a new one, and you got a new Psycho. Like I'm surprised they didn't release at least him by himself, because like they could have done that. Like this would have been the cheapest of pink or like why didn't they do that? Ugh. This whole line is a bunch of just what ifs. Like what if they did this? What if they did that? Ugh. But yeah, I like Psycho Black, but those are really the only reasons to get this 5-pack if you didn't already get these two separately. Since I've already done reviews on both of these, I'm going to leave them as is. You guys seen reviews of them. I will do comparisons with the other Psycho Rangers in a little bit. Before I forget, let me show the rest of the articulation for the ladies. So arm-wise, you got a very nice forward and back on that. I'm still getting used to this phone. I might change the colors up. If you guys aren't liking the 60 frames, or rather, if the 60 frames don't show up on YouTube, because I actually don't know if I can post in 60 frames per second, I might just lower it back down to 30. But forward and back's good. This is really loose. I mean, this was brand new, so no one's played with these. It's just loose out of the box. Just get the forearm swivel up there. Hard to see that. I already showed you that. Of course, you already know what the hands can do. Let's see. Let's check out that ab crunch. Pretty good ab crunch. Great backwards. And then you do get a little bit of left and right. And then, of course, it swivels. I didn't really like how that felt. Oh, head-wise, can look up a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's on a hinge joint. Yes, it is. That's as far as I can get her to look down. And then there is just a slight amount of pivot. They did just reuse the helmets from the male Rangers, but honestly, I think that the oversized helmets look better on them because in the show the helmets were bigger than they are in the toys. And for the female figures, this is probably the best Psycho Rangers we've gotten from the ladies. Can't quite do a perfect split, but you get the idea. And then forward, actually perfect forward. Like, not too many figures in this line can do a perfect forward like that. Backward, not much, if at all. Double jointed knees can almost kick their own ass. Don't know why they would, though. And you get the swivel with the boot, hinge, pivot. Yeah, typical stuff you'd see, but that's all of the articulation there. I'm going to go ahead and grab the figures off of my shelf. Before we do that, it's size comparison time. Black here stands at just about 6 inches tall. His legs are a little splayed. And then the ladies also stand at about 6 inches tall. I think they actually might stand a little bit taller than the men, just a little bit. But I mean, they're all the same height anyway. It doesn't really matter. But let's go ahead and check out how they look next to the other Psycho Rangers. So from left, I added Psycho Silver there. I got Psycho Red and Blue behind the 5-pack versions. I got Psycho Green on the right there. I also brought down in space Black and Yellow, and I forgot to put her up there, but I got pink-haired Astronema. She's the same height as blue-haired, pretty much. She never wants to stand, but yeah, these are it's pretty good-looking figures. Let's zoom in here, get a good look at all of them from left to right. But yeah, the Psycho Rangers are very complete in my collection now. You can see all the dust on my red back there. He's seen better days. And then blue, trying to see, kind of get the idea. Other than the dust, of course. There's a lot of dust on these guys. I need to dust. But Psycho Green. And then let me set this back down. Zoom back out. Quick zoom. Boop. Don't mind all the accessories in the foreground there. That's my Taco Bell bag. Push that back. So let me grab red here. Jeez, I really need to dust. Uh, yeah, the reds are definitely different. This one's a more glossy red. This one's more of a matte red. I like the 5-pack version a bit more. Definitely like how that looks. Otherwise, everything is pretty much the exact same. The sword, though, the sword is very different. The paint on that, the sword on this version is much just more black. Not the gradient is a lot less. Of course, there's less silver on this. There's more black on this one. Fine by me. It's an easy way to distinguish the difference between the two. And of course, their effect piece is the same as the other. Stick him back there. So if I can get him to stand. I always had issues standing up the old ones, so it's good to have ones that stand relatively well. And then I got blue here. Blue. Let's see, blue. I think the same thing could be said for blue. This one's a little bit more glossy. This one's a little bit more matte. Also, he has you can see his helmet shaking. He's got a loose helmet. The Psycho Axes. The silver is nicer on the 5-pack one. Yeah, silver is nicer on that 5-pack version. On camera, they look similar, but this one just hits the light a bit nicer. So yeah, I think the 5-pack version is actually better. If you want to do some custom Psycho Rangers, you could do that. And I grabbed black and yellow off my shelf because they were the easiest to grab. I wanted to show how they looked next to their counterparts. Just get them in frame here. Looks pretty good. I would have grabbed pink too, but oh well. You can get the idea of the height scaling between these. The Psycho Yellow is taller than the in space yellow, which I figured. But yeah, they're looking pretty good. They're gonna fight their ranger counterparts here. Let me go ahead and stick them back here. I will do a group photo with all of these figures at some point. But what did you guys think of the first video on my new phone? Let me know how the camera quality looks. Did you like the 60 frames per second? If it does carry over. If not, just ignore. Um, if you got this far into the video, also put in your comment Psycho Green, but no quotes. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace.